Okay. You want to talk video games? I told you guys I was going to bring you a video talking about video games. So, now of course, these are all pre-orders, not ones that are currently out. So I kind of wanted to go over this, and this is as of today, June 19th, 2025. But anyway, so let's get started. Borderlands 4. I'm actually interested in this game, but not for $129.99. I'm sorry. And the haters are going to say, well, you just can't afford it. No, trust me, I make more than enough money, and I'm not frickin' tooting my own horn, but I make more than enough money to run out and pay $130 for this. The problem is, guys, it's like with any video game made nowadays, and I even hold Sony to this standard too, and it's sad, because I'm sorry, it's not the PS1, PS2 days. There's always going to be some fucking bug, some glitch, some patch that's going to be needed, and you're going to have buyer's remorse because you're going to pay all this money, and then you're going to be like, son of a bitch, and whatever. Now I got to sit here and wait for a patch, and wait for this, and wait, and wait, and wait. Well, that's why I don't pay full price anymore. I'm sorry, I just don't. Unless it's a game that I really, really, really want to play, and really have like some memories with, or something like that. But anyway, Borderlands 4, this is the Super Deluxe Edition. This goes back to what I've been saying. There's going to be like there's another version of Borderlands 4. I think that's the regular version, $70. Still don't pay $70, but that's up to you. So yeah, Borderlands 4 I'm looking forward to, but just not at that price. Because the first two were really good, but the third one, it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. But anyway, there's that one. You guys already know I'll spare you on this one. Madden 26, ESPN, I'm thinking of 2K. College Football 26, you guys already know how I feel about that one. Garbage! But I will say this, somebody called me out and I gotta eat crow here. Saquon Barkley, not Charles Barkley. So that's I was watching the finals and I saw Charles Barkley and when I saw the last name Barkley, I just automatically thought Charles, but whatever, who gives a fuck. Anyway, this is the one that surprises me right here, this frickin' Gears of War. Now, I am not an Xbox fan. I won't claim to be. I've actually spoke against Xbox quite a few times. But correct me if I'm wrong, Xbox junkies, but wasn't this a frickin' Xbox exclusive? Like, I've never seen, and I may be wrong, but I've never seen a Gears of War on a PlayStation, like, available on PlayStation, like, at all. And the fact that it's only $39.99, that's another thing that surprises me. You would think with this franchise, there's a lot of people that are Gears of War followers. I know that. I never really got to play it. One of my buddies did, but you'd think they'd have this son of a bitch marked up to like $100, so I'm kind of surprised there. But anyway, Gears of War Reloaded, I don't know. I mean, I might give it a try, just see what it is. To me, it just looks like another version of Doom. That's what it looks like to me. But anyway, Death Stranding 2, okay, I'm going to kind of rip this title apart a little bit, and I know people are going to say whatever, yeah, whatever. You want to talk about a game and a franchise, if you want to call it that, I don't think it is. I just think it's a freaking game that a bunch of people who have never played video games played the first time and said, oh my god, this is great, look at the graphics. That's all it's about anymore, freaking graphics. Hey, Super Mario 64 had probably some of the worst freaking graphics you've ever seen by today's standards, but you know why people are still talking about it almost 30 years later? Because that's how good of a game it was. I mean, you guys ever stop to think about that? I mean, like GoldenEye 007, a game that should be freaking irrelevant, that nobody should even remember. But, yeah, the graphics sucked, but you know what? That's how good of a game it was. That's a good video game to me. Super Mario World, yeah, for 1992 it looked great, but today it looks like shit. But you know what? I play it, and it's like the first time you play it because it's just that good of a game. That's a good game to me. Anyway, Death Stranding, you know what Death Stranding is? It's a fucking simulation of my job. Actually, it's worse than that because at least in my job, when I'm delivering packages, I'm getting paid. And, petting dogs, and that's the best part about my job because it's out in the country. But yeah, seeing all different animals. Death Stranding, to me, was one of the most boringest frickin' games I have ever played in my life. This game and The Last of Us are the two most undeserving titles to get a sequel. But I will say this, I would play The Last of Us over Death Stranding. That is how frickin' boring it was. I told you guys in an earlier video, I frickin' played 10 hours of it, and I couldn't torture myself anymore. All it is walk 5 miles this way, walk 5 miles this way, grab another package, walk 5 miles this way, or 10 miles across the map. But look at the scenery. Who gives a shit? But anyway. And I know some people are going to say, well, you didn't even play the full game, so you didn't get the full experience. I don't need to. I mean, 10 hours is enough. If it's not interesting me in 10 hours, then it's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. This is another game I'm kind of looking forward to. I've never even heard of something like this, but this Ready or Not, where it says, become an elite SWAT commander and bring order to a city overwhelmed by chaos. It's almost like a kind of a Purge thing. That's, you know, like that movie The Purge. Or it could be another zombie horror game. I don't know, but it looks interesting. I'm actually willing to give this a try. It looks really cool. Well, that was the wrong button. Sorry. I'm trying not to show any footage or anything because YouTube's real anal about that shit, even if there's no sound. They tried to say, copyright. Destiny 2, I never did play the original Destiny games, so I can't really speak on that. So if you guys want to recommend that, go right ahead. Death Stranding, a different version of it, of course. Typical Sony. You got to have 10 versions of a different game. You can't just have one. Ready or Not, that's a different version. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, Tony Hawk's was cool when it first came out, but we all know Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 was complete trash. But maybe, and the fact that it's coming out on PS4 too, they're still making PS4 games. That's awesome. Jurassic World Evolution 3, basically if it's like the Evolution 2, it's basically just a simulation of building your own Jurassic Park world. And honestly, I like Jurassic Park, but, well, Jurassic World now, I don't know why they changed it, it was dumb. But it's a franchise that I think that has been overmilked quite a bit. I mean, it was cool when it first came out and a few after that, but it's just, you know, when they milk a franchise like this over and over again, it almost like it just kind of gets old. It feels like it's the same thing over and over and over again. I still like Jurassic World, though, or Jurassic Park. You know, obviously it's one of the first dinosaur movies I ever seen, and when it first came out in '93, it was awesome. So, Ghost of, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Yodi or something like that. I know there was a Ghost of Shima or whatever. I never did play it, so I can't really say it. This ain't my type of game. You know, it's like a sword fighting game. I'm just not into that. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed. I mean, I try to get into it, but I just can't. The Sims 4 is coming back. That's kind of weird. I haven't played a Sims game since, it's for the PS4 too, I just noticed. It's not even for the PS5, it's PS4, which, whatever. Rust Console Edition, I've never played that game, so I can't tell you. Final Fantasy Tactics, I never played it, but based off how it looks like it's an old school game brought back to, you know, the newer consoles, which is cool, you know, but doesn't look like something I'm interested in. Madden 26, fucking garbage. Dying Light, The Beast, I'm actually looking forward to this. The Dying Light games are actually really good. The second one was good, and they both were good, who am I kidding, but this looks badass. Like I said, I don't want to play any videos here because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but yeah, this looks freaking badass. I'm actually willing to spend the money on this. Since it's only $59.99, I mean, you ain't going to get it much lower than that when it comes to new games. Borderlands, yeah. Okay, here's the one I'm really looking forward to. Mafia Old Country, and I did some research. The reason this is not called Mafia 4, which technically it is, but it's apparently the storyline in this one is before the first 3 Mafias that we played. You know, so like Mafia 1 had Tommy, and then you had Mafia 2, which had Vito, and Mafia 3, who had Lincoln Clay. I actually did like Mafia 3 after they got it fixed. I mean, I know that game got a lot of heat. Then, of course, you had Mafia, the Definitive Edition, which was good. But this looks like a whole different experience, and I'm really looking forward to it. I am. This is a game I'm willing to pay full price for, because I love the Mafia franchise. I think it's one of the most underrated franchises ever. If you've never played Mafia, go play the first 3. And it is, or at least the first 2. The first 2 are the best. You know, I remember when Mafia came out on PS2 for the first time, and I really liked it. Sonic, I don't know why they keep releasing this. I mean, I never was a Sonic fan. I know there's a lot of Sonic fans out there, so I'll keep my mouth shut, but yeah, whatever. $90, yeah, up your ass. Silent Hill F. I don't know. I mean, I might watch some video footage on it. Silent Hill, that's another franchise, honestly. It's just been milked to death. It really is. Like I said, it was cool, and I'm not saying it's a bad game, but it's okay. Close the chapter. Time to do something else. Outer Worlds 2, I never did play the first one. I mean, I tried it a little bit. I wasn't a fan. I'm not going to pronounce this right. I'm not even going to try to. Witch Hang, another sword fighting game. Not interested. Ninja 4, not interested. And don't take it personally. I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm just not. That's not my type of game. Demon Slayer looks like another sort of Metal Gear Solid. Huh. Remember playing that on PS2. Killing Floor 3, that one actually looks pretty good. You know. So might be willing to give that one a chance. RoboCop. Frick, that's so 1980s. Lost Soul, I don't know. Everybody's Golf, Hot Shots. Hey, I remember playing Hot Shots Golf on PS2. It was actually really fun. Kind of pointless, but it was meaningless fun. You know what I mean? Hell Is Us. Kind of interested in this one. Hell Is Us. What is this supposed to be? Not till September 1st. Huh. Well, kind of looks interesting. Combines melee combat, thrill expansion, explore a semi-open world. Sorry, I'm trying to read this to you guys so I know what I'm talking about. Find answers, question, face mysteries. Longer journey. Well, but again, sword fighting game, way it looks. So, got a lot of these games I've never even. I mean, I don't even know how to describe them because I've never even seen them before. Well, obviously, that's why they're getting released. Duh! Golden Tee, another golf game. Shadows of a... Okay, we're at the end here. Yeah, so these are all the pre-orders. Ark. Oh, another Ark game. That might actually be... Well, it's an expansion. Never mind. But still, whatever. So there you have it, guys. Kind of just went over the games that are coming out. The ones I'm looking forward to the most is obviously Mafia, the Old Country. Jurassic World Evolution 3. I mean, as far as the simulation game goes, I'm willing to give it a try. Borderlands 4, of course. And this Ready or Not. Gears of War, maybe. I'm going to watch some footage on it. Since it's a lower price, I might consider it. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That's the games coming out basically within the next, I don't know, 3 to 4 months. Unless something new comes out. But yeah. Tell me what you guys think and tell me what you're looking forward to. Catch you guys later.